Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Garden State Film Festival podcast. I am Lauren Konkar-Sheehy, the executive director of the Garden State Film Festival. And we are super excited. We'll do introductions, but I'm just really excited to talk about this movie called Marijuana Minutes. It's a comedy. They also have here a little sci-fi, which we'll get into. But to my left is David Schoner, who is the Associate Director of the New Jersey Motion Picture and Television Commission. Yeah.
She got it.
Because I was usually thinking about something else and talking at the same time.
Yes, I know. Yes, I appreciate that.
And then we'll go around the room because I know who they are, but you don't. And I want you to hear from them who they are. Let's start with Justin.
Hey, I'm Justin Guerrieri, and I was the producer, production designer, and some other small things.
Of?
Marijuana Minutes.
Wow,
yes.
you're supposed to be selling it, my friend, and you're not selling it.
I've already
Marijuana
failed.
Minutes
And some
should
other
be,
big things.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but I
him.
just
It's
got to
all
keep it a
about
little
him.
modest. Keep it a little modest.
that's right.
You
Don't
know.
be modest. We want people to come see the movie.
That's true.
Well, I'll sell it. Marijuana Minutes plays 12:30 on Saturday, March 25th, and I play Clover in the film.
Clover.
And your name?
Oh, and I'm Sophia Lucia Parola. Sorry, everyone usually knows
Zero
me.
for
That's
two.
right.
Everybody
fair.
knows me watching.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
Sophia.
Everyone knows
All right.
Sophia.
Oh my
We're
God.
0 for 2. Bring us home, Jared.
My name is Jared Alexander Cardenas. I play Trevor and was a costume designer and a producer on Marijuana Minutes.
Wow.
Oh, you got it right.
You
We're
did
one. We're one for
everything
two. We're
The
one for
feature
three.
length
Thank you,
motion
thank
picture.
you.
That's a tough act to follow. Okay. My name is...
Be the ball. Be the ball.
My name is Ryan Moore. I'm the writer, director, and a bunch of other little things in Marijuana Minutes. And you should come watch the movie if you like weed or jokes or farts. I don't know. There's a lot that this movie brings to the table.
Excuse me. There's farts in the movie.
Oh, there's at least 2 farts.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
fair
one
enough.
Stellar fart.
Fair
And
enough.
more than
No,
that,
two good farts.
that were cut out, right?
Yeah,
More
yeah.
than that.
Yeah.
There was some cut farts too. Yeah.
Okay.
Farts on and off stage.
So I could assume because there's so many farts or little farts that we will be laughing our asses off during this.
Really quick, am I looking around the table? Or am
You're
I
looking at
You
the
can,
camera.
you know what? Whatever
Okay.
feels good, man.
Yeah,
Whatever feels
You know,
good.
whatever you want.
Okay.
Because-
It's all about Ryan.
A secret that you guys don't know is I actually giggle in my everyday life about pieces from the movie.
Oh, good.
And Sophia's driving.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I'm going to
Thank
meet
you.
you at a shoot,
I love that.
in my head, when I go to park, I'm just hysterical laughing on the inside of the scenes where she's driving and hitting the garbage cans because that probably really is her.
No, I'm a pretty good driver. I have to admit, like,
I'll be there in 10 minutes.
I relate to, actually, I wish I was Clover, but one of the things I definitely don't relate to is her driving. I'm a grandma driver. I'm a slow driver.
Yeah.
I use my blinker.
But those
Clover
were
doesn't
your
do
stunts.
any of those things.
Those were your stunts.
So
You did
good.
hit those cans.
Oh, yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one time, didn't you? One time, the first time we did it,
time-
he needed the trash can to fly,
Mm-hmm,
and we tried like 4 times, and I wasn't getting it, so somebody sat in for me.
That wasn't Grandma's trash can.
No,
was it?
No, the first time.
Whose trash can
The
was
first
that?
time I wanted to
can
make
was it?
sure that like the
bought
airbags
it.
weren't going to go off on
bought
you
it.
when
Oh,
we hit
yeah.
the trash
I
can.
Yeah.
have one.
So I hit it, but we ran completely over the
Jamal.
tin
Yes,
trash
yes.
can.
So good.
And then we had to
Oh,
bang it out.
yeah.
It
So
was,
good.
And then, well, we had to, because it was just like 2-dimensional at that point. So, like, what you're seeing in the movie is just like it propped up on garbage. That's
Yeah.
behind it. Because if you turn it at all, it's just
my
flat
gosh,
because we
I
ran
forgot
it
Oh
over.
about
my
that.
God.
So one of the things I think we need to do for our audience, because
Oh,
I
yeah,
know they're
hi.
gonna laugh their asses off, is you should tell them what the movie is about.
Yeah.
Because
Sure.
right now we think
We're
it's
just
just
talking
about
about
trash cans.
trash cans and farts.
Yes.
So it's much
Oh.
I'd go
more
see
than
that.
trash
Oh,
can and
marijuana
farts.
and
That's
Minutes.
Justin's
Well,
favorite
you know.
genre.
Okay, Ryan.
So
It is.
Marijuana Minutes follows Amy, who doesn't have a whole lot going on, and she's very comfortable with that. But she wants to get a little bit more going on in both her love life and her working life, which are both non-existent at the start of the film. She happens upon a weed vape that can rewind time, and she uses it for mostly just mischief.
So good.
Dun dun dun.
Yes.
So, what made you write this movie?
Weed, probably mostly.
Yeah. With the magic of the vape.
No, for me, Jared and I have been in a sketch comedy troupe for a while, and I'm used to writing sketches, so I feel like the movie is kind of a series of sketches that are all interconnected. But I don't know. I usually come up with characters first that make me laugh, and then put them in situations I think would be cool. Because I always subscribe by the old adage that the plot should just be a vehicle for the characters rather than the other way around. And there we go.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So good. Another secret is you had a movie in the festival previously, and I didn't know you didn't meet you, but I kept saying, I'm your biggest fan. I love this guy. I can't wait to meet him. The war one with the bang.
Sergeant Houdini.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So funny.
Thank you.
So you had me at
Had you at Houdini?
yeah, at Houdini.
Houdini,
Yeah, just so funny because we were saying earlier that
Yes, we were.
we're in Indie Film Festival and there's so much darkness and blah 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 and everyone just thinks meh, meh, meh. But we need to laugh and we need so much of it. So thank you for being funny.
Because
Thank you.
it is a big thing we talk about all the time at the festivals is everyone brings us this serious stuff all the time. And I think we want to laugh. We want to have a great time. And I know you're the king of comedy. So, and everyone else brought it to the table.
And the general audience wants to laugh too. Sure, we're going to have something for everyone, but over the past few years, especially with the world stopping and dying and all that, it's good to throw in the funnies.
Need the funnies.
Yeah, we do, really.
Ryan
every
is
day.
a great comedy writer. You could read the script
Yeah.
and you're laughing
Yes,
out
he
loud
is.
just from reading the script.
Yeah.
All right, we got to talk. We got to compliment other people.
No, we are. Sorry.
You
I can only
deserve
take
it.
so many in a
But
row.
it's
Oh,
like
you
the
deserve it.
Thank you, though.
octopus, the
Take it
brain
all.
of the
Take it.
octopus, and then the arms.
And he's a little bit
and
everywhere.
you,
He's all in the
sir,
festival.
oh my God. So I'm realizing from hearing you talk that's your real voice, and are you really that character?
Well, no, in the movie, I'm using a pretty different voice.
I mean, kind of different. But, no, but not
Are
really.
you though? Are
I
you?
thought.
I think it's a different cadence.
Yes,
Your
it is.
voice,
It's the
but your
same.
accent is like your.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
What I mean?
Am I
It's just a
that?
different cadence.
Am I that
yes.
New York? my
Yes,
accent?
you are. Yes, Sophia's
All
dead,
right.
Yeah,
dead on
it's
point.
the pacing and the
Yeah,
cadence
it's a
that's
little
different
different.
in the movie,
Yeah.
and you're
have
so
a,
extra,
you
but
have
your
a
voice is-
whole different opinion
Yeah.
of yourself that's wrong.
All
Okay,
right,
cool.
Jared, let's
Just having a little crisis.
let's separate it for the audience really quick.
Please,
give
please,
us,
Ryan,
Give us
yes.
a quick hello, I'm Jared, and
Hello,
I'm here, and then give us
Jared,
a
and
hello, I'm Trevor.
Here recording in hello, I'm Trevor, and
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
true,
yeah,
true,
you-
true.
You're right,
you
there is a
did-
little difference.
yeah.
It is. Sorry. But
fair.
when you started
No,
talking,
but we
Yeah.
had somebody at a Q&A asked us who was the most like their character and who is the least like their character, and I think we determined that Becca's probably the most
Most,
like her
yeah.
character who plays Amy,
we thought
and I'm
so.
probably the least. I've
my
to this
gosh.
day never smoked weed,
Right.
Good.
and I
Wow.
play the drug
you don't
dealer.
have to.
I had to learn how.
Don't peer pressure him, guys.
Yeah.
We
That's
didn't-
like-
he
We
smoked
didn't.
lavender mostly.
And he
Yeah.
and you didn't
Yeah, we
you
smoked a
didn't
lot of
inhale
CBD
either.
too.
But don't inhale.
He didn't inhale, no.
I did try to inhale.
Oh my God.
Successful.
Wow.
I choked a
funny.
little bit.
You're like James
Yeah, yeah.
Franco on
I
Pineapple
I
Express.
laughed directly into the bowl, and it just like.
Did it just pop
Yeah.
out?
He's
Oh,
like,
that's
wow.
so funny.
Well, that's
There's
because
a
you
hole
weren't
in here.
experienced.
Yeah.
So there
Yeah.
should have been a whole prep that went into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rye.
But I will like to say you don't have to smoke weed or ever smoke weed
Thank
or
you.
be high to enjoy this movie. I really
true.
you have.
I think
this
that's
movie is-
important to say, right?
It's
That's
funny.
true.
Anyone can enjoy it,
Yeah. I
except
know.
for kids.
I've been surprised at the wide appeal of the movie. Like my parents really liked it, and like it's not
Yeah.
really their general.
Oh,
vibe
my dad
usually.
hasn't seen this yet. I'm
Yeah, but
excited
it's
to see
funny
what he
with the
thinks.
kids on the couch and like, what the hell are you gonna do? Are you gonna get a job? You're in your 20s, that kind of thing.
And I think even though it's like, it has its weird and kind of gross jokes at times, like there's some puke and stuff, but it's also very playful.
Yeah.
So I think like it appeals to a broad audience because it never goes full in on the gross and it never goes full in on the cheese, but there's a nice combo.
Well, that's a huge testament to the writing, and I think it's probably a
yeah.
huge testament to you. You know, when everyone's involved, how you lay out the film, and you're straddling the line, and that is a challenge because you have to have a sense of control.
For sure. I'm going to pass some compliments on because I think a big part of this film are the three leads,
Yeah,
Becca,
totally,
Sophia,
yeah.
Jared. They really all pop on screen. They all were. They're all the best to work
So
with, by the
funny.
way. Like, hire them to act because they're
Definitely.
easy to work with. They're pleasant. It's great. They're funny. Sophia doesn't think she's funny, but she is.
I
Yes, she
know.
is. You are.
thank
You
Oh, Sophia's funny.
The
And
hardest
even
I
some
laughed
of
on
the
this movie was in between takes at stuff Sophia said.
Yeah.
Oh
easily.
my
Yeah.
gosh. It's so amazing working with them too because they make you feel funny, like they laugh. So then you're like, oh, maybe I am funny, and then you have this confidence, right? So I have to, you guys laughing and making me laugh helped on set too.
It was so good. And then, so how difficult were the crazy car scenes in general? When you were Ubering and all that, like, what was the most difficult to shoot, basically, is my question, and I'm already thinking for you.
Right, those were.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Sorry.
Also, we shot.
Well,
we shot 2020 in summer, height of COVID.
Yeah.
So that was difficult too, wearing the masks and trying to be safe.
Yeah, following the protocols.
We don't have to get into that. Yeah, I'm into
Everybody knows
COVID
that.
compliance officer. We know that jazz. Yeah.
Well, so there were a lot of car scenes, and we decided to shoot one of them with a car mount, and it didn't really work out that great.
Where did
We
you get it?
dented your car and all this stuff. We got the cops called on us, so we decided.
Wow, you went the full
Why
the
didn't
full
you get
load.
some clearance?
Yeah,
I
because
mean, you know people.
we were just
Yeah.
driving around
You
my
know people.
neighborhood, and the neighbors were like creeped out.
Yeah.
2
They were
hours,
like-
severely slow.
We
Cruising
were
around a
driving like
suburban
5
neighborhood.
miles per hour
And
down
she
the
figured
road.
there's a bunch of potheads driving around the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yeah, something like that. So they were like
Wasn't
sketched
far
out,
off.
so they called the
Garbage
cops.
cans.
But we decided to green screen it afterwards.
Okay.
So after that one scene, everything was green screen.
Oh, cool.
A
And
big
they-
shout out to
Is
our
that you?
our other producer Nick, who's not here, who
Hey,
did
Nick.
a
Woo.
butt ton of work on the film. This man is the engine, and he was integral in figuring out because. Oh man, we did so much stuff that you shouldn't do with green screen, and we broke all the
Yeah.
rules and
Well,
then
it's
had to
hard.
fix it.
And we
yeah.
It's
we
hard.
fucked it all up. It was
Yeah.
horrible.
Which
Like
I
we curse?
expect.
yeah, well, we established that during
Yeah.
canned, right?
No,
Good,
but
so-
it's really hard with green screen because the lighting
Right.
has to be perfect. Otherwise, you're gonna look like the heat miser that you can see through your hair.
But I'll
and
tell you
other
what-
weird
And
stuff.
everybody's sweaty, so it's like
Oh
frizzy
my gosh,
hair.
Yeah, that too.
We had the translucent
Oh,
lights
wow.
in
Oh
front
yeah,
of it.
I'll
so
tell you what
like-
we did wrong real quick. We had
Yeah.
these little pineapple lights that like just bled through, so
Did Sergey
like it
break
got
them?
it like blended in with the green. And the other thing we did, we pushed the car to make it seem like it was moving.
Yeah.
And apparently that was a big no-no when you're green screening
Oh,
a
wow.
car too. So
And there was someone also
Yeah, but this
with
is
a
great.
branch
yeah,
with
yeah,
leaf,
yeah.
and they were
And we're
like
shooting
doing
Oh my
through
God,
the
I'm
windshield.
Yeah.
it was a
Also,
learning
there's a
experience.
lot
We know how to do
going
it
on.
right now.
Did you write it down so that next time you'll be like, oh,
Yes,
this is
yes,
mad.
we got it. We got it for next time.
Wow. But you don't know
Okay.
watching the film. I didn't think
It looks
was-
good.
Yeah.
And
The
who's
first cut
based-
was very scary.
We had a pro fix it. Like we needed to pay like
Oh.
a professional like
Yeah,
to get
Oh,
it.
Trevor's
good.
Trevor's
Nick did
little
a lot,
studio.
yeah.
That was awesome. Trevor's studio is in Justin's house.
But the
Right?
sunroom.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah,
knew
it's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, I knew
Oh.
that. Yeah.
That's
I mean, just, I didn't know, but I knew.
Yeah,
Right.
I told.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So what was the funniest part of making it?
Oh my
I know
god.
because we always like to highlight
Yeah.
the comedy
Yeah.
and not dwell. What was the funniest? But there has to be a funny
know,
part. I'm going to
I
ask
don't-
everyone except for Ryan.
It was-
We've already praised him enough.
What was
this,
the
this-
funniest
this,
part?
this
Shut
call.
up, Ryan.
Yeah.
It was so funny, but one of my favorite scenes was a night scene we did, and there was a fire pit. And I know that was a very hard scene for them because apparently doing fire is also really hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Painted
yes,
it.
yes. I
And
know.
it
But
was
we were
hot.
all sitting outside, and it was one of the few times that like Sven, Trevor, Clover, and Amy are all together. So that was fun.
That was
and
good.
Trevor's mom is in there. Like that was probably.
Oh, the mom.
There's so much funny stuff, but that's like my best memory because we got to act with everyone, and everyone
was
was so
fun.
funny, and it was an awesome set, and we had like underwear on a clothing line, so that was fun to do.
We could have given you
Oh yeah.
underwear for
Well,
that.
I know underwear's
Wait,
easy.
so going
Yes.
back to, you're surprised your parents loved it, but here's the thing, and also I love you, and I've said, hi, I'm your fan, you don't know it. The thing for us is the comedy style that you have is so funny. I think that is what is tricking you, because you're like, why do my parents like this? But it's your style of comedy, but all of you, it's not just Ryan.
Yeah, it's not just Ryan.
It's everybody.
No,
Ryan,
it's
yeah.
everybody. It is
No, but
everybody.
it's everyone in the chemistry together. Like, you guys didn't know each other. You didn't know Jared
No,
before.
and it was the
working
first
with-
time I met everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
That
Yeah,
guy,
outside.
essentially.
Sophia in particular, almost everybody else on the film
Yeah.
knew each other and went to school together.
I
Oh, I
only
love
knew
that.
Justin.
pretty
Justin
much.
was the only
I-
person
yeah,
on set I knew.
I connected you with
I even
my
didn't know
mom.
Ryan
Yeah.
because I worked on Ryan's
Good
film, but he wasn't there.
connection.
Yeah, something I wrote, but
Yeah.
Justin was the only person I knew, and
got
now I'm
you.
friends with.
I
Now
got
me and
you.
Becca are very.
That
best
to me
friends.
was like the cool thing about this. It felt like a real culmination of stuff we've
Yeah.
been doing since
Yeah.
Since
college.
college,
Like
yeah.
kind of starting almost with like my senior project, and then we did the sketches and things, and like kind of formed this Rat Pack that kind of
Nice.
kept growing.
Yeah.
And so if you like watch if we have like an acting reel, or like if you watch any kind of reel, you see the same faces popping up over and
love
over.
that.
And
I
this
love
was like
that.
a
Still
great
continues.
feature-length culmination during like a difficult year. That was
true.
kind of my favorite part of it.
Yeah, but just that style of comedy, it's
Yeah.
just so. It's not knee slapping, knee jerking. It's just so good.
Lauren,
So
I agree.
keep it up. Keep it
And
up.
It's
his
like-
Thank you.
jokes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
His
Yeah,
jokes
do it
also
again.
You're
have
funny.
like they're like I know I had to look up a lot of what Clover was saying because I didn't understand
Right,
it because
right.
I don't really like watch the news or like use big words, and Clover was like she was like kind of out of everything, but she was very in on like her opinions and she knew what was going on in the world, so his jokes were so like real and philosophical and like they made sense, and I'd be laughing at jokes that I had no idea what it really meant.
I am terrified of you, though. I'm terrified
yeah,
of Clover.
Clover is
Clover's
terrifying.
scary.
Yeah,
Clover's
totally
intense.
scary. Yeah.
She has intensity.
Clover.
Don't mess with her.
Clover
Don't
is
mess with
loosely
her people
based
she
on a
loves.
real person, an exaggerated version of a real person.
Are you friends with that person?
Yeah.
Did I know this?
I don't
think
knew
so.
that.
Oh, now you do
very
now.
Is it
Interesting.
somebody we know?
It's one of Katie's best friends.
Oh, okay. That's fantastic.
Well,
Oh, I have
thank you to
some-
whoever that is.
I have some
hope I meet
ideas
you
then.
one
I have
day.
some ideas.
Does she know now?
Well, she'll know now. Shout out to Kelsey Barber.
Oh,
That's
then you
what I
said her
thought.
name too.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Kelsey, yes.
And how did the voice of the mom, that character, how did everything come to be?
Like the character itself, or the specific voice that's in the final
Or just
cut?
the whole thing, adding the character and then
Cool.
thinking about the character and the perfect voice for that.
I thought it would be funny to have a character. I like off-screen characters in general. I think
know.
it's always
I
kind of
love that.
funny.
It's so funny.
I don't know. Voices coming from somewhere else is fun. I don't know. So always wanted them to be off-screen, and for the voice actor Stephen Lance. Shout out to Stephen
Yes.
Lance.
Shout out Stevie.
He helped us out with our studio location, which we were having trouble finding a studio location. So
What the hell,
he
Justin?
saved our butts. There was a flood.
Oh, that. Oh, right.
It was a
famous flood.
It was a different flood.
Sorry, I'm.
Two separate
and
floods
I-
that affected
and I'm
both
dying.
movies.
I thought it was
From
also he
yeah.
only lent out the studio to only one project at a particular
yeah, good
time.
one,
yeah,
yeah.
because he's used to lending out
No,
the studio.
okay, I get it. Yeah.
Can
I
you lent it out the can? You
Yeah.
know,
I
no,
did.
yeah.
But anyway.
this
We
group
thought
can't
about
get
it.
it.
We-
Yeah, you thought
No,
about it.
oh,
We
but that's
definitely
great.
thought about
And
it.
Stevie is part of the GSFF family.
Yes, he
and
is.
We'll
Yes.
see them
I
at
met
festival.
Steve at
Yes.
Film
At
Festival
Garden
years
State,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wait, how did you meet Stevie?
Through Dave.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good.
Arthur
Perfect.
Futuro, he did the
Yeah.
sound design.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
I knew he had a studio, and I emailed him on a whim, like,
Oh, great.
"We're a week away from shooting, and I lost this, blah blah blah. Can you help?" And he was like,
gosh.
"Yes."
Yes.
And he,
Steve always says yes. It's great.
And
Yes.
he got
I
us in
love
the
Steve.
studio, and then he was
And
he
Lisa,
played a
Steve and
smaller
Lisa.
role in the background.
So funny.
And
Sorry.
then and
just
then we
saying
brought
so
him on to do the voice of Trevor's mom.
Well, then also we casted him in Canned
Yeah,
afterwards
exactly.
too,
Yes.
because
Yeah,
of
that's
that
what I'm thinking.
connection.
Yeah.
He was one of the
So good.
old guys at the end in the yoga studio.
Though the on-screen arm for the mom is not Stephen.
The on-screen
Right.
arm
Jordan.
is Jordan. Yeah. Jordan
plays another character
Mangalona,
later in
who
the film,
plays the
too.
bartender at the meadery. Yep. Shout out to Beach Bee Meadery,
Oh, yeah,
by the
I
way.
wanted to
Also
talk
gave
about
us
that,
a
too.
location. Yeah.
True.
Shout out number 2, 3, 2, 1.
The Beach Bee Meadery. Shout out.
Because have you seen what's your slogan thing?
Oh, have you watched any Jersey lately?
Yeah.
So one of the
Yeah.
things we say right now, because New Jersey has a very aggressive film and TV tax incentive, and so much stuff is
Thank you,
filming
Murphy.
here. Yes, thank you, Governor Murphy. Is that we're watching Jersey all over social media, all over in the theaters, on Amazon, Netflix, you name the medium, Jersey's there. And so we say this all the time now. Have you watched any Jersey lately? Because you don't realize that you're seeing Jersey locations through everything.
Yeah.
While I
they-
was watching, I was like, where is that, Justin? Where is that?
They just filmed a it was a musical based on, I can't remember what
High
it
School
was.
Musical.
It's Mean Girls.
Mean
It's
Girls.
Mean Girls. Mean
Yeah.
Girls
Yeah.
is
Filmed that around the corner from my house at
they're-
Modern Day.
Yeah, they're only
Yeah.
day 5. They got like 5 more weeks to go. It's
pretty
cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty
We're
And then
also
we
doing
also
a High School Musical
So cool.
movie.
Yeah, it's very cool.
There's a lot going on.
yeah.
Yeah.
We are busy. We are very busy.
We're busy.
It's awesome.
So I
Yeah,
there's a
love
lot of Jersey
seeing
in the
that
film.
in your movie.
It's
Yeah.
like it's not like it's such a Monmouth
It's so
County
cute. It's the
clown.
like little cultural
Right.
heritage film.
Yeah, the
think
clown,
this
the,
creepy
the spooky
clown.
Route 35 clown is in the movie.
Yeah. Oh,
The
yeah.
Quick
Yeah.
Stop is in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
The steampunk lighthouse by the Bay Beach is in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just the fact that you like have that Bay Beach that we shoot at,
Right.
and it's a
Yeah.
very
Oh yeah.
And everybody in the cast and the crew they all live in Jersey, right? Wasn't it like right?
I hope so.
95%.
What about
I
New
believe
York?
so.
No, I'm Jersey. I'm North Jersey.
Yeah.
Is he sure he's Jersey?
Oh.
I think we
Everybody
were all.
was-
I think we
Everyone
were
was
all
either like
Jersey
Jersey
people.
City or down by
But
us.
Jersey
Oh,
City's
yeah.
still
Good,
Jersey, yeah.
good, yeah.
Yeah,
it
Jersey
is.
City's still Jersey.
Yeah.
You know,
We're all
yeah.
Jersey people, yeah.
So right. So they're all. It's North and South Jersey, right? You cast people from North and South
on,
Jersey. There's no Central.
Well,
What's
I
a
was
Central
I was
Jersey?
I was Central, yeah.
Monmouth
Central.
Monmouth
Now
I'm
County
in
is
Jersey
Central.
City, but
yeah.
then I
Sure,
was in
because I
Central.
think at the cut it's
I have
North and
sprinkles.
South.
I'm a
What
firm
exit?
believer
Oh,
in
boy.
Monmouth, Mercer,
A
Middlesex.
sub.
That's
Central.
Well, yeah,
I'd say
Middlesex,
Central
yeah.
Jersey.
Somerset. I'd
Somerset
loop
to
in
some
there.
degree.
Yeah, no, I've come around. I've come around to 3 states.
Have you really has washed over you
I've
officially?
I've come around to the idea of Central Jersey. Yeah.
Really?
I also now I work for Middlesex County, so I kind of have
Yeah.
to.
There is
But
a
I used
Central
to be
Monmouth
I used to
County.
be a strict to.
see,
We're converting
see
you.
what you
That's
did.
right,
I was
because
like, once you
I'm
get
in
past
Middlesex.
Elizabeth, you're
The
in
evil.
South
the
Jersey.
Driscoll
Thank
Bridge,
you,
right?
thank you.
Yeah.
Once you get past Elizabeth, you're in South
Yeah.
Jersey.
Are they
That's
sprinkles
all.
or
See?
jimmies?
See?
Sprinkles or
The
jimmies?
sprinkles.
They're sprinkles.
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 Yeah.
Sub or hero
Sub.
or hoagie. Ugh,
Who
they say
says
hoagie.
Jimmy is
it-
real quick?
Is it gravy or
Who-
sauce?
South
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Yeah,
Which
gravy
we-
or sauce.
What is
Well-
each
That's
one?
more of
What
an
is
ethnic-
it?
Sauce
Talk
for
about
them.
Yeah.
See, I've-
If you're
I say
Italian,
sauce.
it's
I'm
gravy.
gravy.
Gravy,
too.
gravy.
Yeah.
We're gravy.
I'm gravy.
It's
Like
gravy.
spaghetti
Yeah.
sauce is gravy to
Yes,
you?
gravy.
You're
It's
just-
gravy.
You
Yes.
don't understand what we're
Oh, you guys
saying.
are
Yeah,
still here.
it's okay.
I have
Yeah, you know.
Anyway,
yeah.
back to marijuana minutes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know.
Let's talk about spaghetti for a while.
And
first.
you're playing.
Yeah.
The block is BK16.
Oh, yes, yes.
It's Saturday, March 25th, 2023, at the Berkeley Kingsley Ballroom. Your
about that.
block has resilience, fly, and marijuana minutes.
So you should talk about how they can get tickets too. It's just, you know.
Yeah, if you get tickets, go to gsff.org. You can click and get a Saturday day pass. Why not? Don't just see one film, go see a bunch.
Yeah.
Or if you do just want to see one film, let's say your cousin, uncle, brother's coming down, they only care about your film, get a single screening ticket, which I happen to have here. So it's $18. You can go to the website, click tickets. We try to make it very easy. Everything we type on the website is for you to read or to listen to on the website.
And if
We'll be there.
Yeah,
we'll
we
be
will
there.
all be there.
You can
Come meet us.
and shout insults
and
at
we
us.
just want to say that if you have a question or any
Yeah.
issues about the Garden State Film Festival, there is a live person on the other end of the phone.
Live
if you have,
humans.
Yes.
Yep. You can email us at info@gsff.org or Lauren, LAUREN, at gsff.org. And we're happy to walk you through and explain everything to you and let you
important.
know what's going on. Because it is. We have over 237 films from over 23 countries screening at 9 venues in just a few days. So it is a lot to take in. And unless you go every year, like we have a huge legion of fans that come every year. So they understand the film blocks, this and that. But if you're new to it, it seems very overwhelming and you might not know what the heck to do. But we're here for you. And
Everyone who goes is so friendly. They just want to meet people.
it's only allowed.
So if Auntie's having a problem, his auntie's having a problem, you can call live and
Yeah,
get a
just
person
call.
on the phone, and we're going to help them.
We'll help them. What about more about your movie?
Yes.
Sure.
So I think so. All the casting and everything. Did you write it in the beginning and then you cast it off, or were there people in mind?
There were some people in mind from different parts. I would say there were some people where I had in mind from the very beginning, but there were some people that like halfway through the writing process, I was like, oh, they'd be perfect.
Oh, good.
Like I'd already started writing, but then Sophia did the project that I wrote that Justin and Nick, the other producer, directed, and
Which
I was
one?
like, oh,
What's that?
Escape.
Escape.
Oh my
Very
God,
funny.
so funny.
At
Sorry.
Great Escapes.
yes,
Yeah.
which I think
so
was also at
funny.
this
My
festival.
sister was
at
just
some
talking
point.
about it the other day. By
Oh
the
my
way.
gosh.
And we don't remember what year's anything was. And then also that was you. Yeah, we're like, wait, what?
I think that was 2019 or 2020.
I think it
Oh,
was.
blur.
I think it was right
And the
before
apple?
the pandemic. Yeah,
So funny.
The
the
So
apple to the banana.
funny.
I love.
Yeah, that's how I met Ryan, but he wasn't even
I wasn't even
there.
at the set. Yeah.
And then
Did
that's
you have
where we
Becca
can
in mind?
see. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
but
yeah.
we keep talking about the special attention to detail.
Yeah.
But the apple to banana, like it's that also going back to that style of humor. It just you don't see that anymore. So it's just so good feeling.
You know, the wonderful thing about the film, and once again, it's about complimenting everyone that was involved in the film, is that anyone can go see this movie. This is something that everyone is going to find appealing and funny and be able to watch. And that's
a knee slapper.
Yeah.
It's made for you to like laugh at it.
Yes,
right?
that's right.
It's not,
yes.
We're not taking like literally
Nothing
nothing in it
serious.
is taken seriously.
Right.
It's so ridiculous and it's just fun.
I'm kind of a grump, and I'm like very critical of things, and like I've watched this movie like 10 times in theaters, and I still laugh. I still fucking
Wait,
laugh
that's a
a
good
lot.
point, Jared. I've seen this 3 times.
Yeah.
It gets, and I'm not even just saying this to sell it. It's funnier every time
And
I watch it.
the
The
other
first time
thing-
I was like not laughing at that much, and then the third time I was cracking up.
The other thing I want to say about it is it's a lot of fun to watch in a theater with people.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good theater
it's
movie.
It's really worth it.
I hone in on the weird stuff now because I've seen it too many times. Now I just watch you and Becca eating Chinese food.
Yes.
That was like my
They're both
7th
terrible,
time.
yeah.
I started.
Yeah.
cracking
I started
up
just
with
honing in
Chinese.
on like
Eating
you
it
guys
with one
picking
just
up,
like,
chopstick.
yeah.
picking up a
that was
single grain
fun.
of rice and like.
Because
And
it's
we
implied
really were
that
eating
they
Chinese
eat it
food.
all
That
the
was a
time,
great
but
part,
they're
too.
so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was delicious. We really ate that.
It
too.
was. Where'd
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
get
Sophia
it?
ate a lot
I
of
don't
lo
remember
mein.
where,
Let us know.
but
There's some
I'm
place in
happy it was real
Leonardo.
food.
In
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Did you know
We
Becca
should've
was going to
plugged
play
them.
Amy? I have to shout. Becca DeMarco plays Amy, and she's phenomenal. She has
She's
won
amazing.
multiple awards.
Yeah, she's
So
the
funny.
highlight.
She's
of
cleaning
the
it
So
up.
movie.
funny, great improving in there.
She's I was gonna talk about that as my favorite funny part. There's so many funny parts, but one of my favorites is on one of Amy's dates. She has a crazy rant, and I just told Becca, watch this scene from There Will Be Blood and let that fuel you tomorrow and improvise your craziness in that scene. So
And it
there's-
gets one of the biggest
and
laughs.
it's hilarious.
It's like the turning point of the movie. Like sometimes the audience
my
has
God.
trouble buying into the movie, but like
Yeah.
that's
That's
the
the
turning point,
point.
and after that they're always
Like
they're
after
on
that
board.
point, it's nonstop laughs for
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
That's great.
It's so
That's
fun.
fantastic.
It's so fun.
Wow.
So yeah, did you know Becca was going to play Amy? That's what I was wondering.
That's another
like, "Tell me
random
already."
story. So no, I wrote the whole thing. It was done. I shared it with the writers group that Jared's a part of. We were reading it, and Becca was going to our friend Echo, who was an associate producer on this, was going to Echo's house to pick up gear. And she came in, and I had met her before, and I knew she was very funny, and I knew her personality type, so I was like, oh, yeah. Like, she came in, and I was like,
Oh wow.
It was literally
Yeah, she's-
Wow.
that night he was like, I mean, maybe Becca.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And then Jared, I originally wrote the role of Trevor thinking of our other friend, Travis.
Yeah.
And Jared was like, can I read for this?
Oh my
And I was kind of like, it was a different role for you, I feel like. So,
Trevor.
was? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
so like, I hadn't thought of you at all at first. And then when you read for it, I was like, that's really funny. Yeah. And it all started clicking.
Oh, what about
Cool.
wardrobe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that was so. In early 2020, I think we did another like full read of the movie after you kind of cast a lot of the parts, and so we started talking about scheduling and crew and stuff, and so I had asked if they had somebody doing costumes yet, because I like clothes and like dressing up, and I'd been thinking about doing costumes. Usually when I play a character, I pick my own costume. We did a 50s sketch, like a period sketch, where I dressed all the men, and that was a lot of fun. So I had asked if I could do costumes, and they're like, sure. Like a lot of people were doubling up on things, and so I'm really proud of it. That's the part of it that I'm
So
personally
good.
most proud
Jared
of.
had
is
these really
how
cool
it
sketches
job, buddy.
of everyone's costumes.
yeah, it was fun.
The sketches were
I'd
really
sketch them
cool.
all out and then run them by, keeping in mind like what I have, what I
Yeah.
might be able to get. So I'd sketch all the characters in their costumes for the 4 days within the film, send them to Ryan, and then put
Do we
the
want
pieces
to
together.
talk
yeah.
about your outfit?
Yes.
Sure. So it is in the script that Trevor does not wear pants
Yeah.
At all.
at all. There's one scene where he's driving and you can't see
Yeah.
his legs that he wears pants. So there was also the idea that Ryan said he wanted him to wear this like fake silk robe, and so for most of the film he wears that. But then in the final scene, like the final sequence of the movie, I had like we have a bunch of characters standing around, and you want to keep the frame dynamic. And so I'm thinking, well, Becca's already wearing green and maroon, and Sophia's wearing blue and black, and like all the colors are kind of covered. The one other character is already wearing a robe. You're wearing this cardigan. I was like, so I can't wear the robe. And then I was like, we don't know if we're going to shoot on a green screen or a blue screen, so I have to be careful about what color I'm going to wear. Yeah, so I was just like, I was like, I can wear brown or yellow for this scene. And so I just didn't wear a shirt I just have brown boxers on and suspenders and a yellow tie. Because my other thing about Trevor is I think he fancies himself a businessman a little bit. Like he's a stoner, but like he'll either wear a turtleneck or a tie or something because he's a businessman. So
no pants.
No pants, shooting out there on the front lawn under bright lights at 3 a.m, being heckled by teenagers.
And that scene is the cops also came.
The cops. I was just going to ask. The cops came for that too.
They did come, but I don't think they came for us.
They were called on the.
There was
house
a party going on down the street
live?
with a bunch of teens.
Yeah,
and I think
that was hard for sound.
it wasn't
too.
us. I don't think.
The teens were more disruptive than the cops.
Really?
The teens kept riding by on their bikes, being like, "Hey, what are you?" And we
What's
were
going
like,
on? Yeah, I know.
Poor Steve, our sound guy.
They made me feel bad. So shout out to those teens.
Yeah, teens.
Well,
wait till you're adults.
Yeah.
You know, wait till
I
the world
will say
stomps
most
on
of my
you.
costumes impossible to mic.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking
that was tough.
One thing was cool too. It was kind of
I
like
did think thanks so much.
Like-
I was either wearing a turtleneck or like nothing. It was tough.
like in cartoons, they have like the same outfit kind of every episode, every scene, and we kind of did that for Marijuana Minutes, right? Like they didn't change much.
That was the specific direction for you. He was like Ryan said, like I kind of picture Sophia always wearing the same thing like a cartoon character. So yours changed very little.
Right.
But yeah, everybody has
minimalistic.
a definite vibe, and we kind of talked about the idea that everybody feels like they're from a different cartoon.
Yeah.
And so people do dress very similarly day to day.
Love it.
So cool.
So good.
Wow.
It's playing Saturday, March 25th. The film block is called BK16. What does that mean? It means Berkeley Kingsley, number 16. It starts at 12:30, and we are super excited. Get your tickets today at gsff.org. Any one last piece of information you want the world to know?
No, just thanks to all these guys, and also Becca and Nick and everyone that helped out on the film. Couldn't have done it without everybody.
Shout out to my wife for dealing with us filming in the house for
Chloe
like
was a big
Thanks,
help.
Chloe.
10 days.
Oh,
Chloe's
And the
real
puppy.
In the heat.
You weren't smashing crabs, were you?
No, we weren't smashing crabs, though. I wish.
But definitely come out to it's going to be a fun film block. The audience is going to be really fun. We're all really cool, nice people. So anyone who comes,
We'd love
you'll
to
be
talk
family.
about it with you guys. We'll go hang out after. We'll smash some crabs.
Yes.
Crabs.
Crab smashing.
It'll be fantabulous.
Bonding.
So for more information, go to gsff.org for the Garden State Film Festival, March 23rd to the 26th. Let's do a group high five without spilling anything. All right, thanks. We love you. And keep us laughing, please. All of you. Not just Ryan. All of you.
Thank you.
Ryan, keep us laughing.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
That's ridiculous.
Write comedies.